Hey friends, Lissa here for another video. Today's video is going to be on my top 11 tips on how to stay motivated on my healthy lifestyle. One of the top questions I always get asked is, how do I stay motivated? I have been a raw vegan now for over 4 years, and there are things that I do daily and quite often to keep me motivated on this lifestyle and to keep me sticking to it and continue to eating the way that I do. The first thing that I do and that I would highly recommend for everybody to do is daily affirmations. Daily affirmations are so incredibly powerful, but the power comes in doing them daily. That's the trick. We want to, and we'll start doing them. Maybe we'll set little alarms in our phone. We'll have stickers on our mirrors and stuff like that. But then after a couple days or weeks, we forget that we were telling ourselves these things, and months go by and we forget that that was an affirmation that we were giving to ourselves. So the trick is to remember to do it every day, and that is a trick. It's hard to do, but I found that setting an alarm on my phone every morning kind of helped, but it was really basically the daily repetition of doing it that eventually, even though I did forget to do it sometime, I found that it becomes more of a habit, and you're going to be doing it naturally after a little while, but it really takes effort to do it every day, whether you believe it or not. Even if you don't believe that you're worthy, tell yourself that you're worthy. Even if you believe that you're not good enough, tell yourself you're good enough. And even if you don't believe that you're eating healthy or that you are trying to stay on a vegan or a raw vegan diet, tell yourself that you are eating raw vegan foods, and that you want to give your body the healthiest foods possible. So starting your day with daily affirmations, or starting my day with daily affirmations, has been something that has kept me motivated over the last 4 years to stay eating with this lifestyle. The second reason, again, that's a daily thing, would be to go over your reasons why you're doing this. Why are you trying to lose weight? Why are you vegan? Why are you eating raw? Why are you doing these things? You have to tell yourself your original reasons for going raw or vegan, because these will keep your mindset focused on your reasons. So for me, again, I've talked about this in so many of my videos, but it's the animals, the planet, my health, and you guys keep me raw. But the animals keep me vegan, the planet keeps me vegan, my health keeps me raw, and you guys keep me raw. My friends, my family, all the people that I'm connected with, my community, you guys keep me raw, because I want to show you how a life can be as a raw vegan, or how healthy I can be. I mean, I am basically an experiment, because I'm doing a raw vegan diet. It's been 4 years, and it's fun. I love sharing it, and that motivates me. Just the sharing itself feels like it's accountability, and I'm showing you guys how it's working. So that keeps me motivated to stay raw as well. The third thing would be to rewatch movies and YouTube videos that inspired you in the first place. So for me, it was Earthlings, Forks Over Knives, and Cowspiracy that made me choose to become a vegan. It was Fully Raw Christina and a couple other YouTubers that I was following that made me choose to be raw. And if I ever waver in any of this, the veganism thing I don't waver in, but if I ever waver in anything or want that affirmation of why I'm doing this, I'll rewatch the movies, I'll rewatch videos, I'll rewatch things that really inspired me in the beginning to do this thing. And that can really help you to stay motivated, is to seek out those people that you resonated so much with in the beginning, watch more of their videos, find more of their stuff, make more of their recipes, watch those documentaries that really inspired you in the beginning, and try to light up that flame again, and hopefully that can sustain you over until the next time that you feel a little bit of doubt. The fourth thing that I do to stay motivated is to continually seek out new information and constantly learning, changing my ideas, finding new ways to eat or new ways to make stuff. That is something that really helps to stay motivated, is to constantly learn. We want to keep learning. We want to learn what other people are doing. We want to try and implement them in our life and see if it works, if it doesn't. But this can help you stay motivated as well by constantly learning. We need to keep up on the information. If there's any new information, whether you agree with it or not, it's good to soak up that information, to keep an open heart and mind and allow that information in, take it with a grain of salt, apply it to your life if you feel that it might be beneficial, but always, always, always learn. This will keep you motivated as well. Number 5 is to create new recipes. This is my favorite one because I'm always looking at new ways to make food enjoyable and tasty and delicious and remake my old favorites and all of that good stuff. So making new recipes is really good. Now, if you're not good at creating new recipes, that's totally fine. Find new recipes that you've never had before that other people have created. You can find my recipe books right here. You can go grab some of those if you're not that, savvy in the kitchen, which is totally cool. You can grab some of my recipes and try some new ones out. If you have raw or vegan recipe books at home, open it up. Find a recipe, go grab some ingredients and make something new, because you never know if you're going to fall in love with a new recipe that will become one of your fallback fives. Your top 5 favorite things to eat when you're feeling stressed or depressed or tired or whatever. You want to find these new recipes. They keep everything interesting and new, fresh, and it's a great way to stay motivated. So go seek out new recipes, create your own, and have fun in the kitchen. The 6th thing that has kept me motivated, or actually not necessarily motivated, but has kept me raw vegan, is eating enough and eating low fat. And like I said, I've talked about this so many times in so many videos that it really is eating enough calories and eating low fat that has kept me raw this time. For the first 10 years of knowing about raw, so from about 2004 to 2014, I knew about the raw vegan diet and I tried it about 100 times or more. But I would always fall off after a little bit because I was eating too high fat and I was restricting my calories because I believed that I needed to restrict my calories to lose weight. So I would constantly be falling off and not understanding why it wasn't working, because I would eat so high fat and then I would have a couple berries and then have a sugar crash. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not for me. And then I was restricting my calories also because I was eating so high fat, and you can't have 2,400 calories, mostly fat, because it's easy to gain weight that way. So I was restricting and I wasn't eating enough carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables. So I was constantly falling off. And it wasn't until I tried in 2014 to eat high carb and lower fat, and you guys can watch the video I just posted about what I mean when I say low fat. Anywhere from 5 to 20% calories from fats is on the low end. It wasn't until I started eating enough food, getting enough nutrition, and eating enough fruits and greens where I was finally able to stick to the lifestyle and hold strong in the way I wanted to eat. So that is my 6th reason that I can stay motivated and stay on this lifestyle. The 7th motivator that I did was to constantly retrain my mind on what is food and what isn't. So any opportunity that I had to tell myself that this is food and this isn't food, I would take up those opportunities. And like the affirmation one, the more you say it, the more you believe it. So you tell yourself a lie long enough and you'll believe it as a truth. If you tell yourself the truth enough, you'll believe that as a truth. So I'll use an example of calorie restricting. I told myself, and other people told me, for my whole life that in order to lose weight, I had to restrict my calories. Now this is false and true at the same time. It's true because yes, you can lose weight if you starve. But it's false because you don't have to restrict your calories to lose weight. You just have to eat the proper ratios of fat, protein, carbs, and high raw to lose weight healthfully, is what I believe anyways. But I was telling myself this lie over and over and over again, and I believed it as the truth. But when I started telling myself the truth, that it was okay to eat an abundance of fresh, healthy, raw foods, the more I told it to myself, the more I actually believed it as truth. And now I believe it as truth because I've told myself it so many times that It is my new reality. So every time I would have an opportunity, like if I was walking by a restaurant, I would tell myself, that's not food. If I was walking down an aisle in the grocery store with a lot of junk food, I'd say, that's not food. If I was walking through a farmer's market with a lot of fresh produce and beautiful food, I would say, that's food. If I was scrolling through Instagram and I see a lot of pictures of fresh fruit and beautiful salads, I say that's food. So every single opportunity that I took to tell myself the truth or what's false, I took that opportunity. And with time, you tell yourself that truth long enough and you'll eventually believe it. There's always going to be those small little things from the past that creep into your mind that tells you opposite, but you'll be strong in your new belief of that what is real food and what isn't. The 8th motivator for me is to be an example and to inspire community. That is part of my reasons that I just mentioned, but that is one of my big motivators, is to be an example. So you have family, you have friends, you can use being an example as a motivator. So they're watching your every move. They're watching what you're eating, they're watching what you're saying, they're watching what you're doing, and whether or not they talk about it, they are paying attention. So eating something not vegan and then saying that you want to be vegan can contradict what they see. So you can use it as an accountability tool and a motivator to stick to what you say. You want to walk your talk. So you want to do exactly what you're saying. So if you say you're vegan, then every single time they see you, you're going to be eating vegan food. If you say you're raw, every single time you see those people, you're going to be eating raw food. And that said, you don't want to be doing other things behind closed doors, because what you do behind closed doors shows on the outside. So you want to stick to your word and be a good example by doing in public and in private what you believe is to be the proper way to eat and to live. So using that as a motivator is really great, and it's really helped me to stay raw, is inspiring you guys, being a healthy example, and helping too. That's really good too, because that motivates me to stay healthy, because if I'm healthy, then I can help other people to be healthy as well. The 9th thing that motivates me to stay raw is how I feel every single day. I feel great. I lost my 70 pounds 3 years ago. So it's been 3 years that I've been at this weight, and I feel awesome. My joint pain has gone away. My hormones have balanced. My digestion has improved. My skin has improved. So much has improved in my life, even my mood. My whole life has changed since I went raw. And I'm so grateful for that. So every single day I focus on how I'm feeling, how my digestion is, and that motivates me to hold on to it, because I know that if I go back to the way I was eating before, it's gonna suck. And that leads me into the 10th, is remembering the past. That keeps me motivated because I remember how I felt. Now, I have a couple of acne scars, which are like dark spots on my skin, because of the scars that I had when I was eating junk food. And when I look in the mirror and maybe I'm putting on makeup or I see myself in a picture, I see those scars and they're a constant reminder of what I was doing to myself in the past. And it motivates me to stay on this path, because I could easily go back to that and I don't want to. So that is a big motivator. My before and after pictures, remembering how I felt at certain times, this really helps me to stay motivated. And that leads us into the 11th reason, which would be to look forward to the future. Something that I look forward to is aging. I mean, I don't want to age, obviously, but I look forward to it because even though I have to go through it, at least I know I'm doing the best that I can to age as gracefully as possible. So that is something that I look forward to. I want to be the healthiest that I can in the future. There have been so many times in the past where I would want to be eating healthy or start a workout plan or whatever, and then 6 months go by and I never stuck to it, and I'd be thinking, what would I look like, or how would I feel right now if I had stuck to my diet or workout or whatever for the last 6 months? Where would I be today? I don't want to wake up 3 years down the road and say, oh, I wish I would have stayed raw or whatever. So the future is a really good motivator. I want to be the best me in the future, because one day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be 60 and I'm going to be so happy that I stuck with the healthiest foods possible in my lifestyle so that I could enjoy that present moment in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can find me on Instagram. I am most active over there at Raw Food Romance. On Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. Again, if you guys want to grab my recipe books, the link is right here or in the description below. You can also find my print versions on Amazon, so you can head over there if you want to. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video again. Until the next one, I love you all and stay motivated. Fruit on.